perfect day for the Penn State opener.
A lot of new faces in this locker room. Beaver Stadium is iconic. That is our house. And when you walk in there, you gotta pay respect.
I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's go play this game the way it's meant to be.
2019 Nittany Lion football team.
In a crowd and an atmosphere that rivals any in college football.
The 2019 season underway. Journey Brown through the whole 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Penn State. It's Ricky Slade, and into the end zone he goes. Bounces to his right to the 5, keeps the legs driving. Now to his left, inside to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State!
This is Unrivaled, the Penn State football story presented by Pepsi.
We named our captains today. You know, it's a pretty special moment, and I wanted us to be able to call the parents and include them in the process and let them hear from not only their sons, but also from me. I'm sitting here with your baby. I just wanted you to know that Cam's been voted captain of our team this year. Don't start crying, because you're going to make me cry.
What do you mean start crying? Do you remember? When I first gave you him?
That's right.
And I asked you to just take care of him, and you've done such a wonderful job with him. I thank you so very much for everything.
Hey, Mama.
Sean was named starting quarterback, but he was also voted as captain from his teammates and the coaches. Blake's been voted captain for the second year in a row. He's really handled this whole Penn State experience unbelievably well. 4.0 student. I think he's going to be an All-American on the field this year.
It's been an awesome place for him to be.
Your son has been voted by his peers as well as the staff as a captain of the team this year.
Oh, get out of here.
No.
Wow, that is fantastic.
The amazing story of Jan Johnson continues.
Okay.
He's been voted by his teammates and by the coaches as a captain.
Thank you so much. You know, it's one of those things that open and praying, and I know he can be an awesome leader for that team.
Hi, I'm just excited because it's good news and the coach is calling me. Yes, it's been a fantastic journey.
Yeah. Hi, Mama.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Oh my gosh, Jonathan, I'm so proud of you.
Did he already let the cat out of the bag and tell you?
You have no idea how much I appreciate everything you guys have done for him. Oh my gosh.
You want me to give him a hug for you right now?
Yes, please. A big bear hug.
We're about to go out here to Unrivaled, have some fun with everybody. Hey, who want pizza? You're right.
My name is Jared Parker. I coach the wide receivers. Please thank you all so much from all of us. We call ourselves the Bank Boys, but we're so fortunate to have this fan base. It's the best in the nation, so thank you all.
Preparation for opening day at Beaver Stadium is a year-long process. You know, it really ultimately starts from the conclusion of the last game in the previous year. You know, the grass is no different than the athletes that compete on it. We're training the grass to perform at its best in the fall of the year. Mother Nature has a huge impact on that.
I think the grounds crew doesn't get nearly enough credit. You look at Beaver Stadium, in this part of the country, it can be tricky. We're very appreciative of those guys and what they do for us.
We've got over 100 years of experience just alone on this crew.
That's kind of the exciting part. It is a year-long process. We don't just start 2 weeks out. You don't get here without a great team wanting to put forth the best product.
We tear up the field every day, and then the next day we come out, it's perfect conditions. We can't do what we do without what they do.
You know, it spills from this facility to all the other facilities. We treat them all the same. That our efforts, we view them as being part of the team, whether it's the football team or whether it's field hockey or whether it's soccer. They know and have adapted the ideology that it starts with them. You're looking at every little detail because when the lights go on, you want it to look like it's supposed to look like.
Opening day at Beaver Stadium.
A perfect day for the Penn State opener.
Welcome to BTN Tailgate, the idyllic setting that is Happy Valley Coach James Franklin, kind enough to join us here. What's the next step for you guys?
We just got to go out and make plays, play great complementary football, offense, defense, and special teams, and see how this thing goes. I just want to thank our fans. I'm biased, but I do think we got the best fans in the country. The blue and white looks awesome, and thank you, like always, for coming out and supporting. Family reunion #1 of this year.
Always a lot of anticipation all over the country, and especially in these parts in the state of Pennsylvania, but the wait is over.
73 years ago, Penn State made a mark on history. There was a guy named Wally Trippett. The other school that we were going to play told Wally Trippett he could not come to the game. The Penn State community says, no, if he doesn't go, we don't go. And that's why the iconic words of "we are" came about. So when I say to you, "we are," I want you to respect the history. We are. We are.
Today's honorary captain, please give a Penn State welcome back to Jordan Hill.
This is Unrivaled, the Penn State football story presented by Pepsi.
Stout approaches, and the 2019 season for the Penn State Nittany Lions is underway.
4th and 1, and Idaho will go for it. They'll run it. Right side, won't get it. That was outstanding defense.
Here comes pressure. Down he goes. Scrambling. Now he's in trouble. Look out. And Penn State takes down Mason Petrino. Now it's Clifford's show.
Journey Brown through the whole 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Penn State, Journey Brown.
Hey, hell of a job! Hell of a job!
Clifford hit as he throws for the end zone. Oh boy, wide open, K.J. Hamler. Touchdown, Penn State. Richardson, dragged down, Shaka Tony. Around the edge, a lot of room to go for Devin Ford. 30, 20, 10, goodbye. Touchdown, 81-yard run. Sophomore K.J. Hamler.
You see this? You see this? Way to win. Hurry up.
And another sack in the backfield.
Stay locked. Stay locked. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We don't have long. Remember, we want our A game right here, right? It's about playing the way we need to play to be the caliber of defense we want to be.
Your touch will come. It's the standard in this room that we create.
It's our standard. It's how we play in Beaver Stadium. It's 0-0. Everybody got me?
Penn State will go on offense first.
Sean waits. A lot of time. Throws it long and deep. Hamler down the middle. Adjusts at the 5. He's got it.
Hamler adjusted and hold it in.
He's over 100 yards receiving.
One more time, Journey Brown. Second touchdown of the game for Journey Brown. Right up the gut.
I think it's exactly what James Franklin wanted.
Yes. Hey, see right now. I mean, I saw Kay, and he had a chance, so I put a little back shoulder on him, and I mean, it worked out pretty well. I thought it was too late, baby.
And an intercepted by Reed. 25-20. Reed to the 15. To his right, hit from behind inside the 10.
And it sets Penn State up first and goal. And we are going to have a new quarterback. Will Levis is coming into the game. Handoff, the freshman, Noah Kane slipping through.
Noah Kane, his first career touchdown, and the Nittany Lions expand their lead.
Sean Clifford approves as the onslaught continues. Penn State looking to add to that huge lead. Throw behind, but still caught and taken into the end zone.
The freshman tight end, Brenton Strange, gets his first career touchdown, and Levis gets his first career touchdown pass.
Good job. Hey, hell of a job, man.
Stood up and dropped for a loss.
Boy, short yardage defense today, nothing but great.
Richardson back, pressure from Isaac, steps up, and Daniel Joseph takes him down. The 7th sack of the day for the Penn State defense. It's Uri, bounces to his right to the 5, keeps the legs driving. Now to his left, inside to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. What a fabulous run by Nick Uri. His first career Penn State touchdown. And decked. Wow, by Brandon Smith.
You can see why this young man is a 5-star recruit.
And that will do it. Penn State starts off the 2019 season by scoring the most points in their program since 1991.
All right, hey, listen up. First of all, something I'm passionate about. This locker room is sacred, it's a brotherhood. Let's spend some time together. We only get so many of these. Let's enjoy it. In a minute, we're going to break down on Uri. But before that, we're going to celebrate some wins around here. Hit that music.
This is Unrivaled, the Penn State football story presented by Pepsi.
The coaches recruited him hard, and that's not usual for a specialist. Blake fit a lot of the criteria that they were interested in, especially someone that potentially could play as a freshman. This was a good combination, I think he felt, for both football, the tradition of the school, and academics. It's been a place that we always feel comfortable coming to. They're very welcoming. They've made it clear that when we're on campus, anything that we need, that we're part of the family, and they've made us feel very at home here. I think that the philosophy that James Franklin brings to the program is carried through, and all the expectations they've had of Blake and the other players, they're very high, both on the field and academically. And so I think that that's helped kind of drive him to what he's done so far. He's a young man now. It's been fun to watch not just Blake, but all the kids in his class and the difference that you see now. But they carry themselves differently. They've got a good level of confidence. He's got aspirations at the next level, but he's also got aspirations for medical school. I think he's going to take advantage of those kind of opportunities, and being at Penn State's prepared him really well for that.
This week on campus in Penn State Athletics, the Nittany Lion football team faces Buffalo Saturday evening in Beaver Stadium. Kickoff is set for 7:30. Sunday, the women's soccer team will take on James Madison at Jeffrey Field. That will start at 1 o'clock. Thursday, the women's soccer team back in action again when they take on Oklahoma State at Jeffrey Field. That will start at 7 o'clock. And next Saturday, the Nittany Lion football team takes on Pitt at Beaver Stadium. Kickoff is set for noon. That's this week on campus in Penn State Athletics. The newest initiative to support the outstanding student athletes at Penn State is Impact 31. Senior Associate Athletic Director for Advancement Joe Foley explains Impact 31.
We have 31 varsity sports here at Penn State, and all 31 teams share a common vision to prepare students for a lifetime of impact. So what we've done is created a special incentive to encourage our donors and supporters to support our student athletes above and beyond ticket-related giving to support their experience as a student athlete at Penn State for all 31 varsity teams.
Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics, Sandy Barber, knows this is a very important initiative to move forward.
Well, fundraising is our lifeblood. And Impact 31 certainly is encouraging that incredible base of 700,000 living alumni. I talk about it all the time. Anytime anybody wants to talk about Penn State, that's the first thing that comes out of my mouth because it's something that no one else has.
Impact 31 is an avenue to making a charitable gift to the Levi Lamb Fund, and it's more than just scholarships.
A student athlete at Penn State, it's really amazing. They come here as a freshman enrolled with raw natural talents, and over the years that they're a student here, they really grow and develop in a lot of different ways. And so whether that's giving them a program in the weight room so that they can become stronger, whether that's teaching them nutrition so that they can fuel their bodies properly, sports medicine, you think about injury rehabilitation, but also injury prevention, giving them the tools they need to make sure that they stay healthy throughout a rigorous and grueling season. Academic support, we want these kids to really thrive, not just in the field or the court, but also in the classroom as well.
In his years at Penn State, Joe Foley's respect for the accomplishments of Penn State student athletes grows day by day.
They're pursuing a world-class education from Penn State University, and when they graduate, they're going to have a degree from one of the finest institutions of public higher education in the country. But they're not just doing that. They're doing that while also being student athletes and competing against the very best amateur athletes in their particular sport.
800 student athletes on campus benefit from scholarships, academic support, medical costs, program support, nutrition, and new technologies.
To help provide them the very best that we can with that, we've come up with this Impact 31 initiative, where we're asking our donors, our fans, our supporters to give whatever they're able to, comfortable, no specific amount. Maybe it's $31 like a lot of people have done. Maybe it's $31,000 like some people have done as well.
Impact 31, a powerful way to support Penn State student athletes in the classroom and on the field.
This is Unrivaled, the Penn State football story presented by Pepsi.
It always started with the Wild Dogs. The pack mentality, hunting together, fighting for each other, no different than the military. They fight for a greater cause other than themselves. So I wanted to give the guys a symbol, something that they could hold on to. It's about playing for the guy next to you, all right? Being about something bigger than yourself. So I wanted Carl to come up here and explain to you kind of the origin of the dog tag and what it means to the military.
I spent probably most of my adult life as an Army officer. Basically, these are dog tags, right? These are mine. When you go into a combat environment, this is your identity right here. So on it, you do have your last name, first name, middle initial. You have your social security number. You've got the blood type in there. And if you think about it, when it's life and death, that's really all you've got. That's who you are. It's your name, your identity, right? It's your blood that's keeping you going. So when you look at the dog tags that you're getting ready to receive, that's not just a piece of bling. Like, that represents something very special to everybody who's ever served. And to me, it's a great honor to know that you got a coach that thinks enough of what my brothers have done.
And that's what we want to represent. We have brotherhood in this room, and nobody can come between us.
You're fighting for the guy to your left and right. Carry that tradition on. You guys are going to do well.
Hold them up one time. Wild Dogs on three. 1, 2, 3. Wild Dogs.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Penn State Football Weekly Press Conference.
Getting into Buffalo, got a lot of respect for Coach Leopold. He's a guy I've gotten to know really well. You look at his record at Wisconsin Whitewater, it's ridiculous. I think he's done a great job, at Buffalo, returning 15 starters that won 10 games last year, and we're getting votes.
I know Buffalo's a really good team. They have pretty good DBs, and they won the MAC last year with them. So the main thing will be us just staying focused and just playing our game, living up to what we want to do on the field.
I don't think we're going to change our approach. We approach each week the same. Doesn't matter who we're playing. And we take pride and we try to rise to the occasion and try to fit into our standards. So I don't think our approach to Buffalo is going to change as it was to Idaho.
Some programs have rules, some programs have standards. Standards.
It's a level of quality or attainment, an idea or thing used as a measure, norm, or model in comparative evaluations. How we do things in our organization. There's a standard of how we do things. How we practice, how we meet, how we interact, how we are in the weight room, all those types of things. Got 4 days left. It's going to be here before you know it. Let's make sure we maximize each day.
Top pro individual, here we go.
Top pro individual, let's go.
All right, pass drawing, guys. We got some new stuff going in. Before we get started, we hit the reset button, right? We played a good game. Did we play a great game? No. So what's our standards to get better every week, right? Like Coach Franklin always says, the 4 core values, right? You guys live up to it. You know, to my positive attitude, the work ethic, how we sacrifice and how you rally behind each other, guys. All that stuff to compete, all that stuff matters. It's a standard. Continue to set that standard. If we get to where we need to be, it'll take care of itself altogether. Hey, man, let's take the field like we own it, man. It's a new week, new start. Let's go.
Feeling great, man. It's another day to get better. Buffalo week, trying to go 1-0. 1-0 every week, every day. 1-0. Let's get it, baby.
Shoot him! Shoot him! Sit down, sit down. 6, Cam, get him on the ground. Get him on the ground. Strong grab, bring those feet.
Come on, come on. Get yourself warmed up. Get yourself warmed up. Get up.
Good.
Play that music. Give me some country.
Go. Hand.
I thought it was a damn good Tuesday practice across the board, offense, defense, and special teams. Respect all opponents, fear none. Make sure we're doing everything we possibly can to be prepared for this game on your own. However you have to do, individually and collectively, to get ready for each game on Saturday.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah.